The ARIA Design Practices Advice for the radio group pattern notes, it is recommended that both the radio group and the radio button have a label that is visible and referenced using the ARIA labeled by property, and use an ARIA described by property to add additional information to the radio buttons or radio group. ARIA provides several mechanisms for adding labels and descriptions to elements. In fact, ARIA is the only way to add accessible help or description text. Let's take a look at the properties ARIA provides to enable us to create accessible labels. ARIA label allows us to specify a string directly to be used as the accessible label. One situation in which you might use an ARIA label attribute is where you have some kind of visual indication as to the purpose of an element, but still need to clarify that for anyone who might not be able to access that visual indication, such as a button which uses a graphic to indicate its purpose. This overrides any other native labeling mechanism, such as a label element. Or, for example, if a button has both text content and an ARIA label, only the ARIA label value will be used. ARIA labeled by allows us to specify an element ID to refer to another element in the DOM as this element's label. ARIA labeled by is much like using a label element with some key differences. ARIA labeled by may be used on any element. ARIA labeled by is much like using a label element with some key differences. ARIA labeled by may be used on any element, not just labelable elements. While a label element refers to the thing it labels, the relationship is reversed in the case of ARIA labeled by. The thing which is labeled refers to the thing which labels it. Since ARIA only affects the accessibility tree, ARIA labeled by does not give you the nice label clicking behavior you get from a label element. ARIA labeled by can take a list of ID refs to compose a label out of multiple elements. The label will be concatenated in the order the ID refs are given. And ARIA labeled by can refer to elements which are otherwise hidden from assistive technology. ARIA labeled by overrides all other name sources for an element. So for example, if something has both an ARIA labeled by and an ARIA label, or an ARIA labeled by and a native HTML label, the ARIA labeled by label will always take precedence.